don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello there. Alright, I just watched the movie Uncharted, and this movie is not... Okay, I was thinking... Nathan Drake is supposed to be this great, treasure hunter, this great Tomb Raider, this great Indiana Jones, this great Benjamin Gates. No, his brother's the great one. This movie made him seem like he had no ideas of his own. The only thing he's good at is a pickpocket. His brother gave him all the answers to everything. I know, I never played the games, okay? I never played the games. I'm told I need to play them. I'm told that the games are amazing and that the movie was absolutely terrible comparatively to the game because Nathan Drake is a nobody. Nathan Drake is someone who's living off of the history of his brother, who basically his brother had all the answers and he had absolutely none. He had given up on everything, and I felt like for the majority of the movie, every time he was in the bar, I felt like I was watching Cocktails, whatever it is with Tom Cruise. I suffered through that movie as well, but yeah, the movie's terrible, absolutely terrible. I didn't care for it. I absolutely didn't care for it. It's a... I was thinking halfway through, I need to watch National Treasure. Maybe I should watch Indiana Jones. An actual good movie. Even the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull would have been better than this movie. That might be blasphemous to say, but heck, I would prefer it over this movie because at least I had the original Indiana Jones. Because I know how the characters Nathan Drake and Sully look. And it's funny knowing that Mark Wahlberg, like 10 years ago, would have been the perfect Nathan Drake. And now he's too old to be playing Nathan Drake, and he's too young to be playing Sully. And even Tom Holland, he doesn't look the part of Nathan Drake, and he looks way too young for the role as well. Oh my gosh, the movie's that's just not good, okay? It's just not good. That whole pirate sequence at the end, that ship would fall apart, that cannon that's rusted through... would blow up. It would blow up on itself. It wouldn't fire the cannon. The movie's just so awful. How did they get those two ships into that cave that is, well, cave? How did they get it there? With a massive hole, with a massive skylight. How is it no one has stumbled across that before? There are so many little things that are freaking ridiculous. That ship would fall apart. There's no way you could actually take it into the air. There's no person that I liked. Everyone was betraying everybody. It's just like, sure, I don't care. Nobody is likable. Like Nathan Drake was probably the most likable character. It's just what I absolutely hated was he was getting credit for what his brother was telling him to do. His brother had all the answers. He had none himself. He remembered everything his brother told him, but that's it. And the fact that he's not supposed to know, we're not supposed to know he has a brother till apparently the fourth game in. And they just threw everything at the wall, and Cena was just like, oh, this worked in this game, this worked in this game, this worked in this game. Let's just throw it all in the first movie. No, I'm sorry, no. Everyone's betraying everyone. The guy with all the money who killed his father is betrayed himself. And for some reason, when he's killed off, the lady who kills him inherits his fortune. How does that make sense to you? Is that in his will? How does that make sense to anyone? Okay, Uncharted is apparently a very good game series, which I will play at some point in time. However, this movie really did make me feel like it's not worth it, even though I do know that the movie's not worth it. The game is absolutely worth it, because that's what everyone keeps telling me. I made the mistake of suffering through the movie first. Nathan Drake is better than that in the games, right? He's absolutely likable. He's not someone just living off the history of his brother, because he doesn't know. Well, we don't know he has a brother in the first three, apparently. I don't know. My friend always talks about it all the time. The movie, he's a pickpocket. They made it seem like it was going to be a heist or a treasure hunt. It was neither a heist movie or a treasure hunt. Like, the heist sequence they had was freaking ridiculous, because he couldn't shut off the power, and then he became a distraction. And then they had the a treasure hunt, which his brother was giving him all the answers. He had nothing for himself. And the 18 didn't trust each other, but they built this labyrinth of mazes when... Okay, they didn't trust each other, right? So they built a maze of traps, yet the 18 built that maze. However, they left their ships back in the Philippines. There are a lot of questions. There are a lot of things that are just wrong with this movie. They left those ships there with the massive skylight in the sky. Oh my gosh. It's not worth watching. It's not. Like I really wish it was actually better. I really do. I hate how video game movies are always... Like, honestly, I enjoyed the remake of Tomb Raider. I enjoyed the original Tomb Raider, the first one. I didn't care for the second one as much, but the first one. Oh... Yeah, thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.